his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond on a mission, coming for the top position. Ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Well, to no one's surprise, Coach, it is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a peek at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy. The 35-yard line at the 34.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Our first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Smith. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
I got it. Check.
Now Allen. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. 53 is the mic. You got him.
Throwing is Allen on third. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Check, 53. Christian, hey, wahoo. Check. Check, hot. Look at me, zipper. Be ready. Watch the safety creep. Ready.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the air now with Smith. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On third down, here's Cannon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Smith now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Under 10, 10. March 49.
On second and goal, Smith got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, come on.
Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than doubled his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Protein spill.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 3rd down, Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Motion. Alert. Mike, 53. 53.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll start the drive with Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. And this one's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
To throw again on second down, Smith. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and now it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing on third down, Smith. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. From the 39, Smith. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
61, matchbox, white.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Ready, set. 58 to Mike. Watch the slant.
They'll run on first down. It's Cannon, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Finding the rookie from Baylor, Jalen Hurd. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike, 53. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Allen now on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
53, check 53, strip the ball. Strip that ball. Let's go. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Number 53, Mike. Be careful.
Smith now operating from the gun. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. White now to return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The left side completion to Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
It's just me and you.
And again, it's Allen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Allen now on first down. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Woo-hoo. Hey, Echo. 53, check 53. I'm coming.
Allen to throw once more. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Smith. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
5 wide. Hey, Foxtrot.
And here's Allen to throw again. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Bud Dupree, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. 56, 56. Y'all playing the wrong football. Middle. Check. Come on.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw, it's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Yeldon was always reliable out of the backfield for Blake Bortles, and now he has a chance to help out another young quarterback in the same way in Josh Allen. But you look at the numbers a season ago, 55 catches, almost 500 yards. Very sure hands for a running back. Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Henry Anderson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
And we got Mike, number 59.
Allen now looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tremaine Johnson could not be contained on the corner blitz.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's 3rd down. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On 3rd down, here's Hill. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills have taken the lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Get ready.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Hill. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
Here's Smith to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Alert, alert, alert.
Hill gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. The big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
To the air, Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? 30 base.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Get it.
On second down, this is Cannon. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Trenton Cannon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the conditions miserable for a kicker and a holder, but this one's good, and with it, they take the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here downfield. Success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
3 buns. Hatch it. Kill.
Alert.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. .53's the mic.
Allen going to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and And down he goes. Bud Dupree in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open here, Adam Thielen. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Right here, right here. Switch. X3. 218, chop. 5.
Out of the gun, Smith. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
But things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Blue down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now T.J. Yeldon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Hey, seam six.
Allen gonna go on 4th down. Oh, no, he lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute with this.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Bills on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. They finally do get him down, but we've got penalty flags on the field as well, and they might get 15 more out of this. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's